Kindness without boundaries isn't Sunnah. My beloved brothers and sisters, from the moment we were young, we were taught important values. Be kind to everyone always. Smiling is considered a Sunnah. Do not judge other people. Give benefit of the doubt. Yes, these teachings are rooted in our beautiful sacred deen. They carry wisdom and meaning. They reflect prophetic character clearly. But somewhere along the way, many of us misunderstood them. We misunderstood kindness in Islam. Kindness in Islam is not blind or without wisdom. It is not without boundaries. It was never meant to cost emotional health or peace. It was never meant to strip you of dignity. Yet for many of us, that is exactly happening today. We keep showing up repeatedly for people who don't value. We forgive those who never acknowledge their harmful actions. We allow our hearts to be walked on repeatedly because we believe this is what patience looks like. This is what we assume Allah wants from us, but this belief is dangerous. This is a misunderstanding. Islam encourages mercy deeply, but it never commands you to harm yourself doing so. Mercy in Islam has boundaries. Yes, Islam is religion of compassion and forgiveness, softness in face of hardship. The Prophet, peace be upon him, forgave Taif. They stoned him until bleeding, yet he showed immense mercy. He was gentle with companions, patient even with enemies, merciful to those mocking him. But here's what we miss. He never let mercy destroy his own soul. He never allowed compassion become emotional captivity. He did not keep giving chances endlessly to abusive, unrepentant people, to those refusing real change. Allah is Al-Rahman indeed, the most merciful always, but Allah also commands protection. Protection from becoming victims, even in name of piety. There is no virtue in emotional self-destruction, no reward in enabling harm, no blessing in repeated suffering. Turning heart into battlefield is not keeping peace, it is losing yourself. When kindness becomes weapon, used against your heart, that is no righteousness. That is a warning from Allah himself. Silent suffering is not Islam. Islam was never meant to feel like a trap. It was sent as a mercy, not a prison. Don't confuse being good with being gullible or weak. Don't confuse soft heart with having no self-worth. Islam is not about draining yourself to fill others. It is not about setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. That is not the Sunnah. Sometimes we stay silent, not because we are okay, but because we think silence is somehow noble. We believe quiet suffering brings us closer to Allah. But ask yourself today, is that what Prophet, peace be upon him, practiced in real life? He was merciful, yes, but he also walked away. He set firm boundaries always. He made hero when oppressed. He distanced from harmful hypocrites. He protected emotional, physical space. This is what we have completely forgotten today. Reclaiming the full Sunnah today. We remember his forgiveness, but forget his strong boundaries. We remember his patience, but ignore his decisive action. He never allowed people to manipulate his mercy. He didn't forgive same behavior, endlessly without accountability. His kindness was not weakness. It was strength with grace, justice without cruelty present, firmness without arrogance shown. We took half the Sunnah, the half making others comfortable, and ignored the other half, the half protecting heart dignity. There is nothing Islamic about emotional self-destruction. Allah never asked you to save everyone around. Sometimes your yes to others becomes no to your own peace. Release guilt, never yours. Pain is not proof of piety or righteousness. Pleasing Allah, not people. Allah never burdened you with pleasing every human, not family, friends, bosses, critics. Your duty is pleasing him. Sometimes that means walking away. Islam is mercy always. Islam is balance and wisdom. Islam is self-respect too. Be kind but courageous always. Speak truth when necessary. Love without losing yourself. Forgive but remember lessons. Stand firm without cruelty. Kindness without limits becomes suffering. Allah does not want servants broken. He wants dignity, wholeness, peace. You are not weak. To the kind soul listening, you are not weak. Your softness is real strength. Your patience is restraint, not failure. But strength doesn't mean tolerating harm. Patience doesn't mean accepting abuse. Goodness doesn't mean being used. You are allowed to say, I forgive but protect peace. You are allowed to walk away without guilt or shame. That is wisdom in Islam. And wisdom is Sunnah. Justice before mercy in Islam. Allah commands justice before mercy. Without justice, mercy gets manipulated. Silence facing harm isn't patience. Sometimes silence enables oppression instead. Islam never asks you to carry others' wrongdoing and call that worship. True worship brings inner peace. It never crushes the soul. There is difference between sabr and fearful silence. Sabr is strength for Allah. Fearful silence is suppression. Islam is balance always. Balanced believers follow balance. Allah made this ummah balanced. Balance means knowing when to forgive and walk away, when to endure patiently, when to protect yourself wisely. You are not un-Islamic for saying this is wrong. Strength is dignity in Islam. Strong believers are beloved. Justice with mercy combined. Truth delivered with compassion. That is Islam clearly. Protect the amana entrusted. Your heart is amana, given by Allah Himself. Guard it with wisdom. Not everyone deserves access. Believer isn't stung twice from the same painful hole. You are allowed learning. You are allowed closing doors. Protect yourself without bitterness. Walk forward with dignity always. Final reminder and dua. Allah sees unseen kindness. Every tear shed quietly. Every silent whispered dua. Every choice of adab. Allah records sincerity only, not visible worldly outcomes. He will replace it better. Go in peace now. Walk with strength and trust. Allah is enough always. Subscribe for more beneficial reminders. Subscribe for more beneficial reminders.